Yeah, Jai Hind all. Myself Sachin Kumar, and in this video we are going to discuss about the concept of the OSI reference model. OSI reference model is very important concept, and this concept is used in the computer networks. Even you can say that OSI reference model is the foundation of computer networks. If the concept of the reference model is clear, then we can easily understand the concepts of the computer networking. This is the foundation concept in fact. And when we talk about the OSI reference model, it consists of the 7 layers. Layers are here: physical layer, data link layer, network layer, transport layer, session layer, presentation layer, and application layer. So total we have 7 layers. And if we talk about the another reference model just like TCP/IP, so it has total 4 layers. So every reference model contains the layers. So what is a layer? In fact, so we are discussing this concept first. Layer means layer is responsible for well-defined functions. I mean, layer 1 may be responsible for one task, layer 2 may be responsible for another task, layer 7 may be responsible for the another task. To achieve this task, we have to use lot of functions in individual layer. So this is the concept of the layer. So layer is responsible for one task or two tasks, and to achieve this task, we have to add functionalities in the layer. So in the OSI reference model, total we have the 7 layers: physical layer to application layer. Layer 1 is called physical layer, layer 2 is called data link layer, layer 3rd is called network layer, layer 4th is called transport layer, layer 5th is called session layer, layer 6 is called the presentation layer, and layer 7 is called the application layer. And we have to remember these layers in sequence, because system is connected to the physical layer and user is walking to the application layer. This is a scenario how data is passed from system to the user, physical layer to application layer, and similarly how data is passed from application layer to physical layer, I mean from user to computer. So actual how data is transmitted from one computer to another computer, or how data is transmitted from one user to another user. To understand these concepts, reference model was introduced. This is the foundation of networking. And first layer, layer 1, is called our physical layer. As I have pointed out, physical layer is connected with the transmission medium. Actual data is transmitted from source to destination through the transmission medium. And how computer is interacting with the our transmission medium, this is possible through the physical layer. This is a scenario of sender side, this is a scenario of the receiver side. And at the sender side, data is coming from here data link layer. Data link layer is a layer 2, and data is passing to the physical layer, and finally physical layer is connected to the transmission medium, and transmission medium is transmitting the data from one computer to another computer, and data is reached here, data is received at the receiver side, and this is the here physical layer at the receiver side. Finally data is passed to the higher layers, I mean data link layer, then network layer, then transport layer, then session layer, presentation layer, and application layer, and finally data is received to the receiver. This is a scenario that we are using in the physical layer. So we have here transmission medium. This transmission medium may be coaxial cable, twisted pair, etc. So many transmission mediums are available. This is a scenario for the physical layer. So if we talk about the responsibility of the physical layer. The physical layer is responsible for movements of individual bits from one hop to the next. How individual bits are transmitted from one hop to the next. So obviously for the transmission purpose, we need the transmission medium. So responsibility is here actual transmission of bits, and to achieve this responsibility, we have the concept of the transmission medium. Now, we have another important layer. This layer is called the data link layer, and data link layer, we have here, network layer. Data is coming from the network layer, and we have here, data link layer, and data is passed to the physical layer. I mean, at the center side, data is coming from the network layer. It is passed to the physical layer, and at the receiver side, data is coming from the physical layer, and data link layer pass the data to the network layer. And data link layer is called the layer 2 layer. Therefore, we have written here 2. H stands for here header, and T stands for here tail. So, header and tail here we have. So, therefore, we are writing here S2 layer 2 header, we are writing here T2 layer 2 tail, and the combination of these header, tails and data becomes the frame. So, frame is the logical unit of data that is used at data link layer. And if we talk about the responsibility of the data link layer, so data link layer is responsible for moving frame from one hop to the next. How data is transmitted from one hop to the next. So this is the responsibility of the data link layer. And to understand the concept of the hop to hop delivery, this is very useful diagram, and this diagram covers how hop to hop delivery is assured. So we have here end system A, we have here sender A, we have here another end systems, and systems are D and F, and we have here intermediate nodes. Intermediate nodes are B, C and E respectively. And hop to hop delivery means how data is transmitted from node A to node B, because node A and node B are connected to each other. These two are the neighbors, these two are the adjacent nodes. So, how data is transmitted from one node to next adjacent node. This is called hop to hop delivery, and from node to B to node E, hop to hop delivery, and finally E to F, hop to hop delivery. For the hop to hop delivery, we have to use the concept of the data link layer. The responsibility of data link layer is hop to hop delivery, and hop to hop delivery is represented by this diagram. To achieve the hop to hop delivery, we are taking here the concept of the data link layer. Data is coming from the higher layer and it is passed to the data link layer. Finally, data link layer passed to the physical layer, and physical layer to here. So we have here data is arrived here. Data is available at the node B. Now from node B to node E by the data link layer, data is transmitted. And similarly here, data from node E to F is transmitted by the data link layer. So hop to hop delivery is ensured by the data link layer. And when we talk about the layer third is basically here network layer, and in the network layer, this is the sender side, this is the receiver side. At the sender side, data is coming from the transport layer and it is passed to the data link layer. In between, we have the network layer. So this is the sender scenario and this is the receiver scenario. In the receiver scenario, data is coming from the data link layer and passed to the transport layer. So we are using here, this concept. So we have here, header and header is here. So we have here S3 and we have here packet. So in this way, data is transmitted from source to destination. If we talk about the responsibility of the, network layer, so network layer is responsible for delivery of individual packets from source host to destination host. So data is transmitted from source to destination through the, network layer. So we have here, same diagram, and at this diagram, we have here source is A, and suppose our destination is F. So source to destination delivery. So we have here source A, we have here destination F. So how data is transmitted from source to destination? How packets are transmitted from source to destination? This is ensured by the network layer. Therefore, we have the concept of the network layer. So we have here data, we have here network layer. So in this diagram, we have physical layer, data link layer, network layer, physical data network, and physical data network. So source to destination delivery is ensured by the, network layer. So in the network layer, we have basically the concept of the packets, and packet has the IP address. And if we talk about the header of the IP address, so header of the IP address contains the source address and destination address. So at the network layer, source and destination delivery is ensured through the IP packets because it contains address of the source as well as the network. So this is called source to destination delivery. And next layer, this is called here, transport layer. Transport layer, in the sender side, data is coming from the, upper layer. Upper layer is the session layer and passed to the network layer. At the receiver side, data is coming from the network layer and passed to the upper layer. Upper layer is here session layer. And if we see here, large chunk message is coming here, and large chunk message is divided into here multiple segments, multiple parts. Each part is called the segments. And finally, this is passed to the network layer. So we have here, one large message of any length. This is divided into segments, small chunks. The responsibility of the transport layer is the segmentation. At the sender side, segmentation is done, and at the receiving side, basically reassembly is done. The segmentation is done at the sender side and reassembly is done at the receiver side. So segmentation and reassembly is one of the important feature of the transport layer. And transport layer and aboves, transport layer, session layer, presentation layer, application layers, these are called the end-to-end layer. Transport, session, presentation, application layers are implemented at the sender side and receiver side. These layers are not implemented at the intermediate nodes. So if we have discussed about the previous diagram, so at the intermediate node we have use the concept of the physical layer, data link layer and network layer. But when we talk about transport layer and above layers, these layers are implemented at the source and destination only. So therefore, transport layers and above layers are called end-to-end layer. Transport layer is responsible for delivery of message from one process to another. Process to process delivery is ensured by the transport layer. If we talk about the network layer is responsible for source to destination delivery. If we talk about the, data link layer is responsible for, node to node delivery. If we talk about the physical layer, the physical layer is responsible for actual transmission medium, actual transmission of bits. So here process to process delivery is ensured. At the, source side, multiple processes are running. At the receiver side, multiple processes are running. How process to process delivery ensured? I mean, say here we have the total 3 processes. We have here total 3 processes. Data of this process 1 should be reached to the data at the process 1 of the receiver side. Data of process 2 should delivered at the process 2 of receiver side. Data of process 3 should delivered at the process 3 of the receiver side. This is the called process to process delivery. With the help of the network layer, message is delivered to the right destination. Whatever our receiver, message has arrived at the receiver. But after arriving at the receiver, we have to check whether this message belongs to process 1 or process 2, process 3, like that. Because in computer, multiple processes are running parallelly. So we have to identify that after reaching the data to the, right destination, we have to forward this message to the right process. The process to process delivery is ensured by the transport layer. And when we talk about the, session layer, so in the session layer, data is coming from the presentation layer, passing to the, transport layer. And once data is received at the receiver, data is passed from transport layer to the presentation layer. And this is the scenario. This is the 5th layer. So therefore, we have written here header 5. The SYN stands for here synchronization. For the synchronization purpose, we are using the concept of the session layer. To establish the session, we are using the concept of the session layer. The session layer is responsible for dialog control and synchronization. Synchronization means source and destination should be synchronized. The job of synchronization is done by the session layer, and dialog control is also managed by the session layer. Now we have the another important layer. This is called here presentation layer, and in the presentation layer, data is coming from the application layer and passing to the session layer. And at the receiver side, data is coming from session layer and passing to the application layer of the receiver side. And we are using here header. Header is called here as 6 because this is the layer 6. And if we talk about the responsibility of the presentation layer, so we have here translation, compression and encryption. The translation means suppose sender side is supporting to the ASCII representation and receiver side is supporting to the ABCDIC representation. So how translation job is done? ASCII is to ABCDIC or ABCDIC to ASCII, like that. The translation job is done at the presentation layer. And similarly, compression means we have this large data and we want to reduce it, we want to compress it. The compression job is also done at the presentation layer. And finally, for the security purpose, encryption at the sender side and decryption at the receiver side, end-to-end encryption, we are using the concept of the encryption and decryption at the presentation layer. These are the important responsibilities of the presentation layer. And if we talk about the responsibility of the application layer, so this is here application layer over here, and here user is sitting because user is interacting with the application layer. User is interacting with the application layer, And from application layer, data is passing to the presentation layer. And finally, data is received at the receiver layer through the physical layer. And presentation layer, data is passing to the application layer. And from application to finally receiver, data is received at the receiver. So at the application layer, basically, we have the, we have here the various services, various user-specific services. The user-specific services are provided the application layer. So application layer is responsible for providing services to the user. So this is a summary of today's lecture, today's video. So total we have discussed about 7 layers, physical layer to application layers. And physical layer is basically responsible for transmission of bits through the actual transmission mediums. We talk about the data link layer. So data link layer is responsible for hop-to-hop delivery, and hop-to-hop delivery is done in form of the frames. And if we talk about the network layer is responsible for source to destination delivery, and it is used provide for the internet networking through the IP addresses. And if we talk about the transport layer is responsible for process to process delivery. And after it, we have the session layer to establish, manage and terminate sessions. We have the concept of the session layer. And after that, we have the presentation layer to translate, encrypt and compress data. We have the concept of the presentation layer. And finally, we have the application layer. The application layer provide the various services to the user, to allow access to the network resources. So this is all about the OSI reference model. Thanking you.